Good morning, Les. How are you? Happy Friday.
Thank you. Happy Friday to you and happy September the 11th.
I know it's a I can't believe I feel like September 11th always just sneaks up like it's here, right? It's like right in fall, and then you remember we were talking about this before. I was in college on September 11th. So
19 years ago. Can you believe it was 19 years ago? Unbelievable. Yes.
Nothing shocks me anymore this year. Now that it's 2020, nothing shocks me anymore. But when I heard 19 years ago this morning, it makes you realize how quickly time goes.
Yes. Yes. But also how fragile life is. And I'm going to talk about that today.
Well, how you been doing? We're going to get into that in a second. I want to say hi to everybody though that is watching us.
I'd like to know where people are who are watching. I got a message for them today. Good morning from DC, Warner. How are you?
DC from Montgomery, Alabama. This one says, I like this one. Let's learn something from a real smart OG. Imagine they're talking about you. South England, Angola. That's amazing. Houston, Texas. Illinois. Philly. New Zealand. Oh, we got people from everywhere today.
Yes. All right.
And they love your hair.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So if people are just now jumping on, do you want to talk again? Kind of tell us again what you're going to talk about today?
Live life fully, because it's not promised. Life is very fragile. And so we're going to be talking about that. All right.
Awesome. And when we come back, we're also going to tee up what you're doing this weekend, because people can't miss what you're doing this weekend as well.
Oh, yes. We're doing a special summit. We're launching the speaking careers of 20 speakers. And we want everyone to see them, to be right here. And it's going to be very powerful, very engaging, very entertaining. And what I love about this, I could have gotten to where I am faster if someone had showcased my talent like we're doing with these talents, and pushed and promoted us like we're doing with our talent. Just think about the fact there are 8 billion people on the planet. The pandemic is impacting the lives of 8 billion people. 8 billion people who need a voice of hope and encouragement and life coaching. And so this is a special time for people to re-examine their lives, rethink their lives, and look for the ways in which they can live their lives.
Awesome. Well, we're going to give you information on how you can tune into that this weekend after Les's message. And I'm going to jump out of here and let you take the stage, sir.
Thank you. Yes. All right. I just hope that this is a wonderful day for you. And just think it, 19 years ago, September 11th, and this is a time where we remember people who perished during that time. Just think about the fact there are people who got up, and what the number of people who got up on that day, going to work and not knowing that they were not going to come home. All right. That their life would be gone. And so when you think about life, the unpredictability of life, that it's very important to live life fully, even when you have restrictions. Over 3,000 people we now commemorate, and we remember, and we reflect on that time. Over 3,000 people, 3,000 dreams, 3,000 potentials for greatness, 3,000 individuals with family members and friends who are gone on that one day. I remember where I was, and I know anybody who was around at that time remember where they were. I was in Fort Lauderdale when I heard about it, and the airlines stopped flying. Airplanes were taken out of the air, and it was a traumatic time. I want you to begin to reflect that where we are now, this is a new space. This is a new beginning. And I want to talk to you about how to take care of yourself, to live fully, And what really gave birth to this message is that I had an experience a few days ago. I had an argument, had a dispute with a family member, and something happened. There was a flash of anger, a short fuse on my part. Right now, domestic violence is soaring. Divorce has increased over 40%. Fights, people engaged in different type of violent behavior. Guy hit somebody's bumper, and the guy whose bumper he hit got out and shot him 8 times. Guy went into a store, Walmart, and they said, "Would you please put a mask on?" He went out to his car and came back and shot the cashier. People having meltdowns and snapping. Why? Because of the impact of what's going on, the impact of how this is affecting us and how it's affecting our children. The suicide rate, along with the violence, has spiked. And then you put the layers on there of cops who were sworn to serve and protect, who've decided to be judge, jury, and executioners. And when you put on top of that the violence and the crime that's taking place in the streets and in neighborhoods all across the country and around the world, that one of the most important things in order to live life fully, you have to have a game plan for taking care of you. I realized when I snapped the other day, have you ever had an experience? Something happened and out of nowhere there's a part of you that came out that you did not know, that your temper just snapped, that you just dealing with a short fuse. That's really scary. And I realized, say, wait a minute, I got to back up. It makes sense what Lisa said, Lisa Nichols, give to yourself until your cup runneth over, and then give to others from the overflow. I've been giving to everybody, my children, my grandchildren, everybody, people who believe in the message that I bring, but I haven't been giving enough to me. And when you don't give enough to you, you're not yourself. We've all had experiences where I said, whoa, I don't know why I did that. A friend of mine, her brother, killed his father. And she said, what were you thinking when you killed our father? Over $300. And he said, I wasn't. And so this is the time to pause. This is the time to have a ritual for yourself. So here's what I'm suggesting. Number one, here's an affirmation that you can recite to yourself. This is mine. Lord, whatever I face today, together, you and I can handle it. Here's something else. Paul say, pray unceasingly. Why? You need to calm yourself, to anchor yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And I'm encouraging you to pray. Have some prayer that will be a conversation with God. And I used to say, well, how do you pray? Well, it's a conversation. It's a conversation. Lord, help me, guide me, order my steps, and remind me that whatever I'm dealing with, reminding me that you are still with me, that you are my rod and my staff to comfort me, that you got my back. That's a prayer. And the other thing is, I sent out funny memes. I sent out one the other day. People made a lot of fun of me saying that I've gone crazy. Yes, well, the joke's on them. I'm here at crazy, and I'm enjoying myself so much. I just decide to stay. So I send out funny memes to friends, and they send that out to me, and I watch funny things to laugh. When you restrict it, you want to find things that will distract your thinking, but will in a positive way, and that will make you feel good, that will make you laugh. And I love to laugh. It's healing for the body. I don't watch violence. I saw a movie the other day I had not seen in a long time, and I'd like for you to just send me your feelings about it. It's called Ruthless People by Beth Midler. Ruthless People, one of my favorite movies. I love that movie. I was laughing like I was seeing it for the first time. And so I find old comedies that I enjoy or movies that I enjoy. Take the time to journal. Journaling is very good and very therapeutic. I write about my days and where I am, and just being 75 with a flat top. Oh, behave. Just being Kay from House Party. Yo, if you haven't seen the movie House Party, go see it and understand. Kid and Kay, no, I'm Kid. And then you see me, you say, oh, he's Kid. I've become bilingual. I'm studying, learn something new. I learn how to speak squirrely. I get up in the morning watching the squirrels hopping from one limb to the other. How do they do that? They're better than Tarzan. I'm telling you. And they never fall. I've been just waiting for one. One has got to fall. But they must have some magnets in their feet or something. They can go from one limb to the other real fast, and nobody ever falls out of the trees. Tyrone, yeah, what's happening, Les? I'm a young. And what that means, have you guys had breakfast yet? See, I'm bilingual. I speak squirrely. Now, here's the other thing. He's got issues. I'm taking singing lessons. Learn something new. I'm taking singing lessons. Why? In addition to learning how to speak squirrely, I decided that I'm going to learn how to do something that I've always wanted to do. Love me tender, love me sweet. Oh, you can't handle the voice. Don't you make me go there. You can't. No, that's a whole other ticket. But today I'm calling a friend of mine named Butter. I'm going to take voice lessons. She says, just like a conversation. And I'm going to learn to sing. And so during one of my broadcasts, I will break out to dream the impossible dream. Oh, come on. Oh, I get excited just hearing that little bit myself. Oh, behave, whatever. And so I'm taking voice lessons. Learn something new. Here's something other thing that's very important. Exercise. Exercise. Going for walks. I'm not saying going to the gym because we don't know if it's safe to go to the gym. So going for walks in areas where it's not crowded, and you can just think and have a walking meditation, prayer, journaling, reading, learning something new. Those are things that you are doing for you to build yourself up. Here's another thing. Create something. I'm having a special speaking summit tomorrow. And this speaking summit are speakers that I have trained. So I have a speaker training program called the Power Voice System. And I have summits to launch the careers of speakers that I support, that I endorse, that I've trained. Why? I could have gotten here faster if I would have gotten the endorsement of somebody that was known, that was recognized nationally and globally. But the others, they saw me as competition. There's enough out here for everybody. There are over 8 billion people on the planet. This is a speakers and a life coach dream where you can touch and motivate and inspire people around the planet. We got a marketing strategy. It's global. I spoke in Morocco the other day, in Germany. I'm speaking again to over 50,000 people on a big screen. And I'm doing it all from the comfort of my home, virtually. The computer eliminates geography. I do 3 to 4 presentations a day where I used to have to get on a plane and fly there and stay in a hotel. Now, I can do it from home now. I don't have to get on a plane. That's a wonderful thing. And wonder, who's sitting next to me? Okay, and get on with my little basket and my shield and everything. All right. No, I'm doing it from home. That's a wonderful thing. And so this event, it will take place right here on our Facebook, and I want you to see it. We have some dynamic, some powerful speakers. You say, whoa, Les Brown better check himself because he's got some bad ones coming on up in here. And it's at 4 o'clock tomorrow. So make sure you see it. So I want to do something new. I created this training program for you. Why? Because I wanted to use my time productively. Coming out of this will be millionaires, billionaires, and witnesses. And there are people who will spend their time being witnesses, watching what's going on. But there's some people that's creating something just fantastic and having ideas that will monetize their dream, creating something that they thought about that allows them to transition out of a job that they hate. People who are coming up with ideas that will allow them to launch a new business or a new product or expanding a new idea. What's in you? What's in your mind? What thoughts that you've had, ideas that you have not acted on? And we've all had the experience. You thought about something, you looked around, and somebody else did it. Whoa! But that's not all you got in you. You still have more. Life is on your side. You're not taking a dirt nap. You're still here. Life is on your side. Death can't put its hands on you because goodness and mercy is following you and they got your back. And you still have time to bring out that which is within you. You still have time to use your mind and your thoughts and your energy and your passion to create something that you can be proud of, to create something that will be your legacy. Think about that. See, you can be a warrior where you're worrying about things, or you can be a warrior where you're fighting for peace of mind, where you're fighting to live your dream, where you're fighting to leave a legacy and live a life that will outlive you. And so as you think about your goals and dreams, now what time will be here tomorrow?
10 and 4.
Oh, it's 10 to 4 tomorrow.
10 and 4.
Yeah, 10 and 4. You'll be able to see right here at 10 o'clock and at 4 o'clock our speaking summit. All right here on Facebook. And some powerful speakers that you are going to love that will transform your life. A lot of people be looking at sporting events and old things. But look at these new voices of hope, these new voices that will speak to your mind, your heart, and your spirit and bring out the greatness in you. It's called a Power Summit. That's something new that we have and the training that I'm providing. And if you'd like to be in the next summit, I would like for you to put voice in the comments section. Voice in the comments section. And Aaron, let them see the lineup that we have, please. Because when you think about the fact that your voice and your story of how you overcame something will be the guide and the blueprint for billions of people to use to transform their lives. You can move it now. And so create something new. I want to anchor there. You have something special. You are an unrepeatable miracle. There's something you got, some dream, some idea that you put off. And right now, the universe, in the form of Corona, has created an interruption and a gap in terms of activity. My daughter, Dr. Ona Brown, said, gaps are from God. And so use this time to create something that you've been thinking about. Go in the closet and pull it out and look at it and dust that dream off and saying, let me look at this. Okay, yeah, I like this. And I decided, you know what? I'm not going to die and take my wonderful singing voice that I've only used in the shower or privately. I've decided the world now, they're ready to hear this wonderful voice that I have. And you know the song that I love, Luther Barnes, boy, he's a bad boy. God's Grace. Oh, when I sing that song, people go get up and shout, honey. And so, it's a special day. Call someone that you love. I want to wind up on that. Call someone that you love and talk to every day. Every day I talk to my twin brother and my sister Margaret Ann or Sharon or Linda or friends that I have every day. People that I love them and they love me. Ali Hassi, oh my God, out of New York. Every day I have people that I just reach out, have a list of people that I love, and I reach out to them and talk to them. Hey, I just want to catch up. What's going on? Are you staying safe? Are you doing the right thing? And they say, yeah. And what's up with that haircut of yours? I haven't had one until my barber can cut my hair from a social distance. I'm not getting a haircut. Meantime, I'm going to look like kid from House Party. Listen, don't die with your singing voice in you, your writing skills. I journal. Don't die with your cooking recipes in you, your speaking voice. Remember that story in you will be a guide and a blueprint, stuff you've gone through that will help them to say, whoa, if she went through that and got through that, I want Les Brown to teach me. I want him to work with me to tell my story. So I will be in that next summit that he has, and I'll be able to be showcased and be shown around the world. This is a place we've never been before. Usually, if you have an audition for speakers, to be in a room of 400 or 500 people. There are 8 billion people in the world. Over 8 billion. They did an organic Google search, and they discovered, you can back it up, that over 3 billion people have seen me. Over 3 billion people around the world have seen me on the internet. And so these speakers that I'm endorsing, endorsement brings credibility and it brings audience. That's why politicians like endorsements. And so these are speakers that I endorse and that we've trained. And so it's 10 o'clock tomorrow and at 4 o'clock tomorrow. We want you to tune in. But of those of you that have a voice and want to use this time productively and want to monetize your passion for making a difference or creating a transition out of a job that's no longer you, or living a life and a calling saying, wait a minute, I'm still here. I haven't done my best work yet. Living a life that will outlive you, ready to leave a legacy like these 20 people. Put voice in the comment section so that when I do my next summit, you'll be in the lineup and you're going to love it. It's going to change your life. You have something special. So let's wind up. Do something for you. Prayer. Pray unceasingly. Thank you for that, Paul. Meditation. Journaling. Calming music. Dancing. I love music. Dancing. That's the other thing. I'm going to learn some new dances. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love to dance. Yes. And so the merengue, I love that. And so, but there are other things that I'm going to do. And exercise, walking, meditation, and talking to friends on a regular basis and calling people that I care about and let them know, hey, you've been on my heart and I want to reach out to you. And learn something new. I want you to get ready. His voice is not only for speaking, it's for singing. Touch your heart. When I sing Love Me Tender, when I sing Nat King Cole's songs, you say, you know something, Nat ain't got nothing on Les Brown. Oh no, John Legend, you better watch out. The motivator's coming for you. And just enjoy yourself. I love laughing and enjoying myself. You know why? I'm still here. I'm not taking a dirt nap. You can tease me about my hairstyle at 75, but my daughters say I'm 75. You have something special. Put voice in the comment section. Let me work with that voice. This has been Mrs. Mamie Brown's Baby Boy. It's been a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. Thank you. Aaron?
You're cracking me up today. Angela wants you to know you wear it well, Mr. Brown. Kid ain't got nothing on your high top. All the comments were, I don't know if you can see me over here, but I was cracking up. The comments today were so great. But they love, this one said, it's killing me all the way back to 1999.
Yes.
So they were doing good. Okay, and also I had some comments in here earlier. We need a date on what day you're going to sing for us.
Not quite yet, but it's going to be imminent because this voice has been there waiting to come out. And so this friend of mine, she said, I can help you bring it out and modulate it and control it and be able to give people chills as they listen to you. I said, okay, I'm open to that. So I start my first class today, and I am excited.
I'm excited for you. Look at that.
I gotta tell you this story. Okay, thank you. I have never shared this publicly, and I got a witness. When Gladys Knight and I were married, I wanted to sing. I told her I still wanted to sing, so she took me to this person to teach me how to sing. And I was going through these vocals. Her husband came in the house and we heard the door open and close. It was no big deal. He was not going to interrupt the lesson. And he and I had not met. But apparently he stopped in the kitchen to get something to eat. And after a while, during rehearsal and practice, we heard a thump, balloon, bam. We ran in the kitchen. What happened? And he, while listening to me, got drunk and said, you can't sing. You need to go home. Give me this money back. And she said, don't say that. No, he can't sing. Don't you lose your day job, buddy. You need to stick to speaking.
Gonna show him.
Oh my God. I was so shocked. And it took me years to overcome that. But I'm back. But I could hear his voice now. You can't say, don't you quit your day job. You just need to stick to speaking. So I'm coming back. Sometimes you have to come back. And I'm coming back. I realize that what he said about me does not have to be my reality. I'm not going to die with this singing voice in me. As Miles Monroe would say, I'm robbing the cemetery of my singing voice, this beautiful melodious voice that's in me starting today.
Well, as long as you're friends with me, you're always a better singer than someone.
Okay, thank you so much. Have a great weekend and September the 11th, and realize
one more time.
Special. Yes, make sure the summit it takes place tomorrow morning right here at 10 o'clock. Right here, 10 o'clock and 4 o'clock. And by the way, if you have a voice and a story that you'd like to tell and like to be trained and coached and be a part of our Power Voice Summit. Put voice in the comment section. Voice in the comment section. Gaps are from God. Let's use this time to create something new out of ourselves. That's why we're here. We were created by the Creator, as James T. in Fort Lauderdale would say, to create. So create something during this time. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I just want to say 10 and 4 Eastern time tomorrow. All right. Y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday. Bye.